This footage comes from a man named Paul, someone who never believed in ghosts, spirits, or anything paranormal. He would laugh at the idea whenever the subject was brought up, certain it was all nonsense. But what happened inside his own home left him in complete shock. While tackling some household repairs his wife had left for him, an overwhelming and unsettling energy suddenly filled the room. Feeling a strange instinct, Paul pulled out his phone and began recording, unaware that he was about to capture undeniable evidence of a haunting.
El televisor solo.
Los exteriores de Betsy, que finalmente redunda en la gestión y administración del territorio.
At first, the television flickering on by itself, even though no one had touched it. But this was only the beginning. Moments later, the bell tower chimed loudly as if an invisible hand had struck it, though nothing was anywhere near it. Then objects began flying. Bottles were hurled across the room, and something even struck Paul's feet before the video ended. For someone who had mocked the idea of the supernatural, this terrifying string of events left Paul shaken to his core. After this night, his skepticism was gone, replaced by the chilling realization that his home might truly be haunted. Before we jump into our next terrifying video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, so you'll be the first to know whenever we upload something new. Now let's get back to our next video. Maddie McGarrissey, who has previously documented his chilling experiences of living in a haunted home. For reasons unknown, it seems a malevolent spirit has attached itself to his family's house, and over the years countless unnerving incidents have taken place within its walls. To cope with the activity, Maddie began keeping a video diary of these events, and today he's shared yet another unsettling update.
Guys, so I decided to go downstairs and just start taking random pictures. You know, maybe I'd pick up something, or silhouette. I have no words. So I started down my stairs, nothing really. Then I moved to that hallway when I was in my out-of-body experience. Nothing really, a little shadow. Then that, like, weird orb. But wait till you see this. Bro! 2 eyes in my fireplace. 2 glowing red eyes. How up is that, bro? What the
What he captured can only be described as deeply disturbing. No one could explain what they were looking at. Was it just a strange reflection? That theory doesn't hold, as there were no glass doors or windows that could have caused it. Could it instead have been the ghostly presence tormenting his household? Mehdi himself admitted he had an awful gut feeling about the encounter.
Alright, so I've gotten this DM like 150,000 times about like a lady or a demon's face or 2 eyes in this window. But when the lights are off, I don't know how it's still there. So I don't know how it could be lights. To be honest, I really don't know what the it is. It's definitely weird. And like when I turn around and look back at the house, it's gone. So right there, you see it. When I turn back around, it is gone. So that's why I'm saying, like, I really don't know what the it could be at all. I really don't know. People are saying it looks like a demon's face. This person said it looks like a dark-haired woman. Here it is a little zoomed in. And then this is like the people who are saying it looks like a demon's face, 2 eyes and like a mouth open.
Some viewers even wondered aloud, were those the glowing eyes of a demon staring back at him? What do you think? Whatever it was, the haunting didn't end there.
I'm literally convinced there's somebody in my bathroom. Oh my God. I just heard footsteps and I don't know what the that just was. Bro. All my towels just fell. Somebody just yanked all my towels down. Bro.
It soon became clear that Matty was facing something far stronger than he initially realized, an unseen force capable of physically moving objects around his home.
Alright, so now seeing that, it's the same eyes that were on my balcony, in my fireplace, and I mean, come on. What else could it be? There's no technology or anything that could make lights in my closet. And then I turn on the flash, and my holy water gets thrown off.
For many who followed his story, this was undeniable proof that Matty's family was being haunted by a sinister entity that enjoyed frightening them at every chance. So, how would you react if you were in his shoes? For now, all we can do is keep watching Matty's case unfold and hope his family finds peace against whatever paranormal force has invaded their lives. In this footage, a woman attempted a ritual cleansing in hopes of driving away the evil forces tormenting their home. For months, the Cruz family had endured relentless paranormal activity that only seemed to escalate with time. Believing that smudging the house with sage was the only solution left, she moved forward with the ritual. But instead of relief, the outcome was far darker than anyone expected.
Dude, what the you hate it here. Oh my God, leave us the alone. You.
As she stepped into the dining room, an object suddenly toppled from the table, Moments later, a small folding table collapsed on its own, and not long after that, a plate fell from its stand in the TV room. Each occurrence pushed the family further into fear and despair. That night, they finally reached their breaking point and made the decision to put the house up for sale. Since then, the Cruz family has gone silent, leaving their growing audience to wonder what became of them after abandoning the haunted home. A TikTok user named Carrie recently uploaded a video that sent shivers down viewers' spines. Her history with the paranormal stretches back to 2007, when she was just 10 years old. As a child, Carrie often reported seeing dark shadow figures lurking in her bedroom while she lay in bed at night. And it appears these ghostly entities never left. Not long ago, Carrie and her boyfriend were watching horror videos on YouTube when their evening suddenly turned into a haunting of their own. Carrie noticed the curtains beside her boyfriend shift unnaturally, so she grabbed her phone and began recording, and what she caught is truly disturbing.
Oh, Jesus, hell! That was... What is it doing? What is it doing? What in the f***?
As the camera focused on the curtains, faint impressions resembling fingerprints began to press against the fabric. Her doubtful boyfriend brushed it off, claiming it must have been the fan. But these were no random movements. These were clear marks, as if invisible hands were reaching through from the other side. And as many believe, showing fear only feeds whatever supernatural force is lingering there. So if this sinister activity happens again, Carrie may need to confront it directly, because this haunting doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. On the popular ghost subreddit, a user named DMF4Paranormal uploaded a video that he claims could be undeniable proof of the supernatural. The man, Dylan, and his girlfriend, Ray, decided to investigate an abandoned school infamous for its haunted reputation. After setting up their gear inside, it didn't take long before they captured something truly unsettling on camera.
Sorry. I think that was my hair or something. Sorry. I think that was my hair or something.
During a spirit box session, the camera was focused directly on Ray when she suddenly felt something brush beneath her chin. At first, she dismissed it, assuming it was just a bug. But when they later reviewed the footage, the truth was far more chilling. A strand of her hair lifted on its own and tapped against her face. With no breeze, no fans, and no static inside the gymnasium, the couple was left shaken. So what invisible force caused Ray's hair to move? Could it have been a ghost making contact, or something even more sinister? This clip was shared by the channel The Auslaskans, and it seems that a bizarre experience prompted the man in this video to pull out his phone and start recording. He explained that for several nights in a row, he had been hearing strange noises echoing through the bores. Barspoor for eterne bandirer. Along with fleeting shadows at the edge of his vision. The location itself was an old structure, and judging by the surroundings, it appears to have been his workplace.
So it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been working in the studio, and the last couple of nights I've been hearing really creepy sounds. I've been hearing footsteps and like seeing things out of the corner of my eye. Now this is a really big old building, and so that's got me a little bit freaked out. But the top of it was just a few minutes ago, I was going to the bathroom and I was standing in the stall, and I swear someone grabbed the back of my shoulder while I was standing there, and I freaked out. So if something happens, I want to have it on video.
Naturally, the first step was making sure there wasn't another soul wandering nearby.
was open.
After confirming that he was alone, he cautiously made his way toward the restroom stalls, hoping to capture evidence that something supernatural was still lingering there.
Pictures scared the hell out of me. So this is where I was. I was standing right there. The lights are working in the bathrooms, of course. Hello? Hello? Shit. All right, I think I'm done. I think I've had about enough for today.
Suddenly, a terrifying face seemed to peek directly at the camera. Its eyes glowed in a way that looked unnervingly unnatural, leading many viewers to believe this could be a ghostly apparition. But the question remains, was this just a coworker pulling off a prank in the dead of night? Or did he actually record a chilling encounter with something from beyond the grave? Late one evening, a security officer was patrolling an abandoned wing of an old hospital that had long been shut down for renovations. He fully believed he was the only living soul in that section, the silence weighing heavy around him. But in the corner of his vision, something shifted in the shadows, a flicker of movement in the dimly lit corridor that nearly slipped past unnoticed. A shadowy figure suddenly rushed across the hallway and vanished behind a nearby wall, far too fast to be human. Some claim this was the lingering ghost of a former patient, forever tied to the hospital's haunted past. Witnesses swear the apparition looked headless, adding to the chilling belief that this was an authentic paranormal event. Could this truly have been a restless spirit wandering those forsaken halls? This footage comes from the security system of a woman named TJ, who explained that the camera began recording after she stepped outside to retrieve something she had forgotten in her car. For a while now, they had been sensing that the house carried an unsettling presence. Strange, moving shadows often flickered in the corners, and the uneasy atmosphere at night only grew heavier. What this camera captured may finally be evidence of something supernatural lurking around their home after dark. A misty figure appears to drift straight through the front entrance. According to them, no one else was outside that night, and nothing about this strange sight could be explained away. They insist this was unlike anything they had ever experienced before, leaving them convinced that this was genuine paranormal activity. Could this eerie apparition truly be a ghostly intruder? This update comes from Diego Spikers, who has previously shared several bone-chilling encounters from inside his own apartment. According to him, a restless spirit seems to be haunting not only him, but his entire family. In one of his most recent recordings, he captured something truly disturbing, a mysterious hand that appeared out of nowhere, with no visible body attached to it. What kind of hand was it? Many viewers believe it could belong to something demonic, claiming its shape looked far from human. Others remain unsure, but one thing is certain: it's unsettling to watch. The mystery behind this ghostly hand may never be solved, leaving only speculation and an overwhelming sense of dread. Chris was enjoying a quiet night at home when an unexpected noise shattered the calm. He was upstairs, simply unwinding, when a sudden thunderous crash echoed from below, strong enough to make him leap from his seat. Chris wasn't one to assume the worst, but this wasn't the sound of something harmless falling. It carried weight, almost like a deliberate force. Driven by curiosity, he grabbed his phone to investigate, filming as he descended the stairs. What he captured next would leave him questioning if his house was truly haunted. Hanging on the hallway wall was a festive Santa decoration, the kind you usually see during Christmas. But as Chris scanned the camera across it, the face began to move. Not once, but twice. It didn't swing like it was caught in a breeze, and it wasn't slipping from a loose nail. Instead, it tilted unnaturally, paused, then shifted again, almost as if controlled by something unseen. No doors were open. No one was nearby, and yet the figure moved. Shaken by what looked like paranormal activity, Chris didn't take any chances. The very next day, he tossed the decoration into the fireplace, and honestly, who could blame him? Haunted or not, that thing radiated pure evil. The ghost hunters from the YouTube channel Gungkwap P decided to investigate yet another abandoned building, one they stumbled upon purely by chance because of its unsettling appearance. Only later did they learn that locals had reported paranormal sightings within its walls. Once inside, the team began their exploration by performing a ritual designed to summon any lingering spirits.
แต่เราจะเป็นการปักธูปกับหัวไม่ใช่เหรอที่สยามอะเชิญก่อนเชิญก่อนคุณเชิญก่อนไอ้ส่วนนั้นเชิญก่อนเชิญก่อนพูดก่อนตีนตรงตีนมันอันนี้คนบอกแม่โคตรวังเวงอันเชิญเข้ามาก่อน
พูดออก
ขอเชิญ
ดวงวิญญาณนะที่อยู่ที่แห่งนี้ถ้ามีขอให้ข้าพเจ้าได้พบเจอได้เห็นปักกับหัวนะครับ
แต่ตุนเพิ่มอีกทีนึงมันจริงมีวิธีนึงอย่างคือการเหยียบธรณี3 ครั้งตุนเหยียบขึ้นเหยียบธรณี3 ครั้งเหยียบดินเป็นการเหยียบธรณีกระทืบแรงเลยสุดยอดหลังจากนี้เราก็รอดูว่าจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นต่อเดี๋ยวก่อนไม่มีอะไรโอ้ยทำไมลมเยอะจังวะมีโจ๊กไหมเมื่อกี้ทุกคนได้ยินไหมมันได้ยินเสียงอะไรไหมมีใครรู้สึกอะไรไหมจุกเมื่อกี้ใครรู้สึกอะไรไหม
When the ritual was complete, they stood in silence, waiting for a response. Within moments, the entire group witnessed a chilling, shadowy figure in the form of a man. Just as quickly as it appeared, the eerie silhouette vanished into the darkness. Could this have been a genuine, ghostly encounter or simply a staged trick? The choice is yours. This next investigation comes from Omar of the channel Omar Ghosh TV, who embarked on a long trip to one of the most haunted locations in the United States, the infamous Silver Queen Hotel. The building is notorious for repeated sightings of full-body apparitions, most notably that of Rosie, a woman who tragically ended her life inside one of the rooms. To this day, her ghost is often reported in the hotel's wedding chapel. Intrigued by these stories, Omar set out on a solo ghost hunt. Entering the infamous Room 13, he began his overnight investigation. After several hours, he eventually decided to get some rest.
Now it's 2:06.
During the night, Omar suddenly woke to the sound of a man's voice echoing through the room. What made this terrifying was the fact that he knew he was supposed to be completely alone in the hotel. The following day, determined to gather more evidence, he headed straight to the chapel, where he would capture something chilling on camera.
Supposedly Rosie, she took her life in the room that I'm staying in tonight. And she has been seen inside of the wedding chapel. People still get married here in this chapel. A friend of mine, her name is the Ghost Magnet, and she really is the Ghost Magnet. Her name is Mish. She shared with me a very interesting picture, and I think it was caught somewhere over here. And you can see a woman with this beautiful long hair, and she had a white dress. The lady that runs this place, her name's Cindy, super awesome person. Cindy, Connie, big shout out to them. I shared with them the picture, and she right away said, that's Rosie. And she told me about a time where some investigators were coming in here, and as soon as they walked in, they saw this woman on the security camera walk up, like the chair, like, I don't know if the chair moved, but she like violently walked up, looked, and she was like, argh. Her whole spirit went towards the piano. Oh my gosh, that's freaky in itself. Almost looked like that, but her hair was down. Now I do have another camera recording the security footage to see if we would capture that woman, but I was very respectful. I am in her space, so you do have to respect her. Maybe she's okay, me coming in here. This is supposedly like her quiet space. Or maybe she's hanging out in the room. Hey Rosie, you wanna come say hello? Wanna do a little tap for me in here? Oh. Okay, something was just coming towards me right now. I may have caught it in the camera, but it was like a shadow, like just coming toward, like it was dark.
While speaking about Rosie's spirit and showing viewers a photo taken by a friend, something horrifying unfolded before him. Out of nowhere, a massive dark figure manifested near Omar, looming for a moment before darting quickly to the left and vanishing. Could this have been Rosie herself? Or perhaps another restless soul tied to the hotel's haunted past? Was this truly a ghost, caught on camera inside a cursed hotel, or just a carefully staged hoax? The decision is yours. In the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, a woman decided to walk through the wreckage left behind in her neighborhood. As she wandered the devastated streets, she was suddenly struck by a sickening odor seeping from a pile of debris.
It smells really bad through here.
rotting. Really bad. Oh shit. Is this for real? Oh, it smells so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go up here. Ugh. You guys, I had to walk away. It's really stinky.
Amidst the ruins, she came across a small memorial, a simple cross surrounded by flowers. Yet what she failed to notice at first was far more disturbing. A man's faint voice echoing from beneath the rubble, even though no one was there. The stench grew so unbearable that she was forced to leave the area. Later, Asheville officials confirmed numerous deaths caused by the hurricane's destruction. This leaves a chilling question. Did she unknowingly stumble upon the spirit of someone calling out for help, long after their life had already been claimed by the storm?